Welcome back. As I've already said, we are going to start doing something on the software called Wordpress. So before you can launch your Wordpress software, every or most of the hosting companies, when you launch or log into your cPanel account, you will find Spectacular's software installers, and you can click on them, or you can find the Wordpress straight away on the Wordpress tools. So you can find the Wordpress software here, then you can launch it straight away. But if you don't find it, you can also find it at the Spectacular installer, or sometimes you can find it at the apps installers. Okay, so you first of all click on Spectacular installer and then find Wordpress. When you get here, just hover your mouse on the Wordpress and you see install demo and overview. We don't want any demo and overview, so just click on install. But before we go on with the installation, unless we have a domain already. So the software will ask you, since you are going to start building your website for the first time, you only have one domain. So the moment you click on install, then your domain will be shown here. Okay, but I have many domains. Okay, I have so many domains. So if I want to install, it will ask me which domain do I want to install. Okay, so choose the domain to install the software. Okay, and I will click here and I can choose any domain I want to install. All of these domains, I can choose one to install on it. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to create a new domain. The domain is a subdomain. Okay, for this practice, it's a subdomain I'm going to create, and then we are going to install this WordPress software on it. So let's go back, and I'll create a subdomain for this practice. Okay, for this website. All right. So okay, so to create a subdomain, what I do is you click on here, subdomains, click the subdomains, and I can create a subdomain called, let's say, practice. Okay, let's say practice. And then if you click on practice, if you write practice or whatever you want to write before the main domain, it's a subdomain. Okay, so you click on create. It will be created. Okay, so you see, you have successfully created a practice.penhouse.com. Okay, and this is a domain, a subdomain we have created, so it becomes live. Okay, so I'll go back to my accounts. I'll go back to my cPanel accounts. Okay, so when I get to my cPanel account, what I do is I can install the WordPress software straight away. I can click this one, or I can click this one to be installed. But there are some hosting companies, you can find them in the Spectacular installer. So let's click on the Spectacular installer so that when you get there, you'll not be confused. Okay, so I'll hover my mouse onto this one, then install WordPress. Okay, so when you come here, because we have created a domain for this software we are going to install, let's search for the domain, and the domain we created was practice.penhouse.com. Okay, this is a subdomain we created. And if you have, if your website is skilled with SSL, you can choose HTTPS, but it's not skilled with SSL, then you choose a simple HTTP, or you can either choose one of these, either this or this. But if it's skilled with SSL, then you can choose this one or this one. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here in directory, don't write anything. Okay, what this one means is whatever we are going to do on the website, on the WordPress website, they are going to directly be stored on the domain, on the hosting server. Okay, if you go to the public_HTML, and then you click on the WP content, you find all these files stored in there. So you see the directory is relative to your domain and should not exist. Example, to install at this domain, just type dr to install on only, but leave this one empty. If you leave this one empty, you say leave this empty if you want to install it indirectly or directly on your cPanel. Okay, so here your site name, like, is going to ask you what is your site about. Maybe my business site or something of that sort. Let's say my business. Let's say my first business site. Then here is the site description. What is the business about? What are you going to describe your site? So you can name it any name you want to do. You can even use your name to name it. What is your site name? You can even use the kind of, maybe if it's a shop, you can use your shop name to name it. If it's a football site you are designing, you can use, let's say, Chelsea or whatever site or name or football name you want to. Then you can name it here. If you are designing a membership site, you can name it whatever you want to name it here. Then here you describe what a site is all about. Okay, so site description. Let's move ahead, and then let's say my business website. This is the best. This is the best marketing business. Okay, you can describe it whatever you want to describe it. Okay, if you come here, you choose your desired name. Okay, choose your desired name. Let's say my business. Okay, here you have 60 out of 100 to be strong, but let's add something to it to make it strong. Let's say my business, to make it 100% strong. So you can store all this information on your notepad. Okay, you'll be required to log in with all this information. So this is my sorry. Sorry for what happened. Okay. Okay. So my first business. Website. The best marketing business. Okay, so let's choose this one to be my business. Let's add something to it to make it strong. You can say my business to make it 100%. Okay, so store this information here. This is your admin username. This is your admin password. You paste it here. Then you have your admin email address. You need all this information to log into your dashboard, software dashboard, or the Wordpress dashboard. So admin email, you also save it. Okay, then after that Here you leave the language as English. Okay. The advanced option, we won't do anything there, so just leave it. Okay. We won't do anything here. If here is a database name, if you go to your cPanel, and then if you go to PHP My Admin, you will find this username there. This is a database they have created. It's automatically created for you. Okay. So we don't do anything here. Then this one, choose a demo. We are going to install. Choose a demo to install. We don't do anything here. Okay. So if you are satisfied with whatever you have done here, okay, if you're satisfied with it, just go on, and then the best, if you are satisfied with it, just go on and then click on install. Okay. And within minutes, the software will be installed on your domain. Okay. The domain you provided to install the software on, this will be installed within minutes. Okay, so it's reading. When it gets to 100% or so, it will be complete. Okay, so you see, congratulations, the software was installed successfully, and it was installed on which domain? This domain that we provided. It was installed on this domain. Okay, so you also keep this information on the notepad. Okay, keep this information on the notepad. Okay, now this is what we have done. This is the simplest way to install the software, and then we are going to build a beautiful website with this WordPress software. Okay, you love it, and then you will see whatever you're going to do. Okay, so if you click here, this one, it will lead you to the front end of your website. When I say the front end of your website, it means the part of your website where everybody will see. Okay, all the world will see whatever you do at the back door. Okay, everybody, it will appear here and everybody will see. But there's an automatic or default theme the website or the cPanel or the company or the hosting company or the software has given us. Okay, if you launch your software or the WordPress software, it automatically gives you a theme. Okay, a theme. When I say a theme just is it's a template. Okay, the theme is a template, and then you are going to build your website on. And the theme beautifies your website. It gives the aesthetic value of your website. Okay, whatever you're going to do depends on the kind of theme you choose. So there is an automatic theme. This theme is called 2017 because we are in the year 2017. Whenever you launch the WordPress software, it will give you an automatic theme in that particular year. Okay, so this is assuming we are in 2016. After launching this software, it will automatically give us a 2016 theme, which will be different from this theme. The interface in the 2016 is different from this one. So this is a 2017 theme, but we are going to use our own theme to build our website. Okay, we are not going to stick to this theme. However, if you also come here, we call something the back end of the website. So this is where we are going to do everything. All the designing, all the tweaking we are going to do, we will start from here. Okay. If you want to install plugins, if you want to install themes, whatever you're going to do, any styling you're going to do, any writing you're going to do, any files you're going to upload to appear at the front end of your website for everybody to see, we are going to do them here. We call this place the back end of the website. Okay. This is where everybody here, it's only you who can see and then do everything here. Okay, so you manage everything before the thing is published for the public domain to view. Okay, so whatever you do here, nobody will see, but whatever appears here appears in the public domain and everybody can see. So we call this the front end of the website, and here the back end of the website. You manage everything here, you do all the designings, and then they will appear at the front end for everybody to see the beautiful things you have done. Okay, so without much ado, let's pause here and then we'll come back and do the main designing. Thank you.